Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to give you a quick update and let you know that we've decided to start adding bad movies to our library as well as good movies because we think that you can learn a lot from seeing how somebody did something wrong. So I'm going to try and make this video very short and just kind of look at Gigli, which is a bad movie. We all know it's bad, it's offensive for all sorts of reasons. But I would just like to look at the insights that we found by outlining it in our system. So let's go to the timeline and let's just take a look at the theme. So the theme of this movie is pretty weak, but it's something along the lines of learning when it's time to move on and actually doing that. So the theme, as you can see, it's really not addressed in any sort of significant way until we hit like the midpoint of the film. And then after that, it's addressed a few times in various ways and it picks up a little towards the end, but that's just not enough. You really need to hit your theme consistently throughout your scenes, and not in every single scene, but consistently addressing it when it's important. The emotional value here, it's taking a look at this. It looks pretty normal, and we kind of were generous when we mapped it out. But truly, in terms of the emotional value and what we're supposed to feel for the main character, almost nothing is at stake in this film. He has to kidnap this brain-damaged kid, and nobody's on his tail. Nobody's looking for him. It's really just kind of like an excuse to put J-Lo and Ben Affleck on screen together. And then down here, we've got 3 plot threads, which are really just representing the different relationships that the main character Larry has with the other characters in the story. And I'm just going to go ahead and zoom out just to show you that all 3 of these things open up at the very beginning of the movie, and then all 3 of them close at the end. And that's really not what you want when you are architecting a story. At a minimum, you want something big to happen like around the midpoint of the film that throws it in the other direction, right? So I'm just going to hop over to The Social Network here. I know that The Social Network and Gigli can't really be compared, but Gigli is our first bad example. So I just want to show you that in the story for The Social Network, right at the midpoint of the film is when Sean Parker shows up. It just completely changes the story and takes it in a different direction, and new things are introduced while other things are paid off and left behind. So you've got that, dripping of information and setups and payoffs kind of staggering. Gigli does not do that. One more thing I will note is that in the stats page, the settings, really a lot of stuff takes place in the main character's apartment and car, and during a bright sunny day. It feels very monotonous. This is something that could be seen in the data actually right here. Also, a big part of this movie, the reason it's bad is that there's really no relationship developed between Ben Affleck's character Larry and the kid Brian that he kidnaps. If they had done that, some of the things that they were asked to do to the kid would have seemed like it was raising the stakes a little bit, but it just didn't. So, but if I click on Larry and I click on Brian here, there was plenty of opportunities to develop that relationship, and they just didn't. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Let us know what you think.